To you, I'm just a 16-year-old loud, somewhat smart, and borderline obnoxious sophomore. To you, I only want to hang out with my friends and get school over with, which those things are true, but that's all you see on the outside, so I don't blame you for thinking that at all. But what's on the inside is something much different, and something you might not expect. Now I'm just a 7 or 8-year-old sitting on a couch next to my two older sisters. My parents sat us down to tell us one thing. They sat us down to tell us they were deciding to get a divorce, in which I later found out it was my mom that decided she wanted nothing to do with my dad. He tried to save the marriage as much as he could, which is the best he could do. Me and my sisters were really affected by this because our mom soon plummeted into many mental health issues, and she would often take her anger out on us. She would often yell at us, which would scare me and my sisters senseless. You can guess how that would affect us growing up. Depression affects about 20% of adolescents before they become adults, and anxiety affects 1 in 8 children. I personally am in both of those categories, and I have been ever since I can remember. Looking at me, you might not have any idea I've been through some of those things in my life, which is what I try to achieve. Looking at me, you wouldn't be able to tell that I've been in a constant war, and trust me, I'm no soldier. I don't fight wars against people endangering our American dream. I've been battling depression and anxiety my whole life, and I can tell you that I'm winning. Trust me, it hasn't been easy, but it's been worth the work I have put in. The toughest decision I've ever made has helped me get to this point, and that was moving to my dad's house. Imagine you are 12 years old and telling your own mother that you don't want to live with her. Imagine telling her that you don't even want to see her. Now imagine having to give up all of your friends that you grew up with just because you hated living in your own home. That was the most difficult decision I have ever made, and in my opinion, it was the best decision I have made in my life. I say this because growing up, I was always a hot mess. In my mind, it was okay to miss a day of school just because I didn't want to go, and I would miss weeks of school because of that. And in 6th grade, I was failing 2 classes because I put little to no effort into school. I've changed a lot physically too. I used to think it was okay to eat tons of junk food and not exercise. This in turn made me overweight and self-conscious about my body. When you flash forward to now, you would never expect that from me because I play 3 sports, all of which are almost all running. I miss less than a week of school a year, and I'm an all-A student now. And because of all the things that have happened to me, I honestly have a better outlook on life. I'm happier, and I enjoy the little things more, like hanging out with friends or spending good time with my family. The amount that my sisters and my dad have supported me has honestly helped me a lot, and I can never thank them enough. If someone were to give me a time machine and they told me that I could go back in my past and change anything that I wanted to, I wouldn't. My life has been completely turned around because of the tough choice I made as a kid. So if you're one of those people that have always been there for me, thank you. I know I'm not the best at showing it, but it really does mean a lot to me.